The significant effect of the finance meltdown has leftward human beings' salary 3% under which they were 10 years back, new study reveals. And how human beings who are elderly among 30 and 39 now are making £2,100 a year less than rather than human beings of the identical age team in 2008. How's a fall of 7.2%? For such in their 20s, the decrease is 5%, compared in the fall for the above 60s in job of 0.7%, or £130. At the period of the finance meltdown in 2008, the ordinary wages was £24,100. In 2017, it was £23,300. Gender Johnson, CEO of the IFS, told, "This ordinary income of such in their 20s and 30s bring down particularly dramatically in the instant ramifications of the economic downturn, maybe as patronage were capable to cut start salary more than rather than salary of such already in job. Time the age team has seen income increase in latter year, it has not been quite to do up for original losses," he told. Mr. Johnson added, "Pensioners include made lot superior rather than junior human beings on ordinary. In portion the is since they are less than confident on income and so refuge t incurred of waterfall in income. In supplement, yet, by the government has selected to defend the country pensions and some benefits acquired by pensioners," Mr. Johnson told. Though more than absolute is the analyse of the ifs how, if wages increase trends among 1998 and 2008 had extended, human beings would on ordinary be making £3,500 more than how's 15% high rather than present's ordinary drawing. Homes, building prices in London and the southward east may include rising dramatically in the 10 years with the meltdown. But in big swathes of the UK prices include yet not restored to the levels seen in 2008. Saving, the recent 10 years has been a calamity for Britain's savers, particularly old human beings who trust on their saving revenue. Savers who one day enjoyed rates of 5% advantage now get a fraction of how. Loan, ordinary domestic obligation has climbed of less than rather than £3,000 to £4,000 in the recent 10 years. Down there are lot of reasons for the, not low the lightweight letter of credit accessible via plasticity cards. Banking business, the way we banking has fully modified. Contender banks include founded, and portable technique tool we more kind our finance with phones. But on the internet banking business has driven branches closures, and cyber attacks. We should never halt resembling ourselves fair which in remarkable 10 years we include fair lived via, and go on to dwell via, told Mr. Johnson. This UK economics has break recording following recording, and not usually in a nice path, recording low income increase, recording low concern rates, recording social loan accompanied by recording intermittent in social conducting. On the potential occupation levels are unusually top or, in malice of how it may sense, the gap among wealthy and impoverished has in fact constricted partly, but the gap among old and youthful has grown up and grown up. A provincial collapse of the impact of the finance meltdown on salary shows how London, the East Midlands and the southward west of England include been lowest strike. The IFS told how the finance meltdown of 10 years ago sparked the deepest economic downturn with the other planet war and had been wonderful for the stability of its effects. Economical increase is yet low by historical standards and the full debts of the by the government include grown up by £1 TN. The social conducting intermittent spurred via by the governments of 2010 and 2015 were historic unparalleled, the IFS told. The by the government has told how down there are now recording levels of occupation and how the introduce of the domestic residing wages and tax intermittent had helping supporting lot millions of work human beings. The deficiency, how is the distinction among which the by the government spends on services and receives in tax rental income, has as well been significantly diminished.